Hi, my name's Gavin, nice to see you. Welcome back to the Gavin Talk About YouTube channel. We're talking about anything and everything. Today we're going to check out Marvel Studios' Captain America Civil War, which was released in 2015. If you guys haven't already, please hit that like button, please hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. I post every single day. Let's get it right into the video. Pow! So Captain America Civil War still holds up. I really like this movie. I think that this movie was action-packed. I think it was more an emotional movie. I think that we had great character beats. I think that we had great character flaws, great character development. And we also introduced two new characters like Black Panther and Spider-Man, which was great. But yeah, I wrote down a little bit of notes. Let's get into it. All I'm going to say is, it was cool. I love the action scenes. I mostly raved about the action scenes, because the action scenes were awesome. The airport one was fantastic. We got to see Spider-Man be Spider-Man in the MCU. That's great, and I love that suit. I wish it was the classic red and blue, but hey, right? Beggars can't be choosers. We got Spider-Man in the MCU, and this was his first outing in the MCU. So it was fine. The Sokovia Accords, that also came from the comics, where we had the Accords. I don't remember what it was, but we do have the Accords, and that was a big issue in the comic books. We had Crossbones, Black Rumlow, and you know what? He's a great actor. His actor Frank Grillo was fantastic. I do love that they had that the scarring on his face to show you that a building fell on him. But yeah, great. I loved it. Should we just get into the character rankings? Yeah, let's get into the character rankings. I'll talk more about the characters in depth when we get to them. Let's get right into the characters. At number 20, we have Everett Ross. He was fine. It felt like he was more in there for the explanation, because it's going to be in Black Panther, so that's one of the reasons why he was in this one. But yeah, great. At number 19, we have Sharon Carter. Sharon Carter, who was introduced in the last movie, but not as Sharon Carter. This movie, she was Sharon Carter. It's weird that they kissed her and Steve. What the fuck? But yeah, questionable. But it's fine. At number 18, I have T'Chaka. King T'Chaka. King T'Chaka. He was sacrificed, not sacrificed, but sacrificed in the plot, because in order to make Black Panther, we need him to have a character death, and who else would it be instead of his father? His father dying really cemented him, so I thought this was higher because he had more of a meaning. But not as much of a meaning as Maria Stark and Howard Stark, number 17 and 16. Howard's a little higher than Maria. The Starks had a big role in this movie. They were a key part in bringing this movie together. because we wouldn't get the ending sequence without him. I feel like Zemo knew the whole thing, right? And I feel like since Zemo knew, Zemo would have, immediately, he needed to know more, but he must have known a little bit about that specific date. Just to know that it was bad news, Or he knew about the father and mom thing, but he needed to know the address. So, or he just knew that somehow they're all going to be there. So he needed to give Bucky a hint on that address or whatever. At number 15, we have Buck Rumlow, Crossbones. I love Frank Grillo. I love him as everything that he is. I love him as Buck Rumlow, Crossbones. Crossbones was a great pick for this movie. Not to be the main villain, of course, but he was a great person to be in this movie because not only does it close off Winter Soldier, it also starts off Civil War. It really, the ending moments of Winter Soldier really impacts the opening of Civil War. And I thought that was very cool touch. Yeah. Crossbones sacrificed himself, and I thought that was a great thing because he was a suicide bomber, right? I know it's a touchy subject, so I'm trying not to touch on it too much. But yeah. At number 14, we have Thunderbolt Ross, who comes in, and he had a line that I really liked. He had a line to where he said, and we're throwing Banner. Do we know? Exactly. Basically saying that they're a threat. Wherever they are, they're a threat, and if he misplaced nukes, that would be a problem. We basically replaced nukes within Thor and Banner. And that was a great touch to this overarching theme of we need to be put in check. If we don't, then something horrible's going to happen. I don't want that to happen. At number 13, Clint Barton. He was very last minute to me. Because, yeah, we got that great scene between him and Wanda at the compound. But other than that, it was fine. Nothing special. Yeah. Nothing too, oh my god, revolutionary for Clint. But he did a great job for what he was. What his role was, he did a great job with it. But out of all the main stars, he's lower among us because he just didn't do anything that outshiny to me. Yeah, he took down Vision barely, and he had a part in that airport scene. But that's pretty much it. At number 12, we have Vision. Again, character that didn't do much. He was only there to be a cute little love interest for Wanda. But you know what? That worked for me. I'm not gonna lie. Him and Wanda worked for me because I love them in the comics. So that's why on movie form, I'm fine with it. Yeah. At number 11, we have Scott Lang, Ant-Man. And you want to talk about last minute? He was last minute. But he had a factor to play in the movie. Because he was Giant Man, right? He was the reason they got to the Quinjet. So I thought that was cool. He didn't really have a overarching story in there, but he did have a moment that's unforgettable. So that's why he's not number 11. Number 10, I have James Rhodes. He fell and almost died. Jesus Christ. Yeah, he wasn't really in there as much as I would have liked him to be. But again, this is Captain America, not Avengers. If it was Avengers Civil War, we probably would have looked at every single character. But this is Captain America, so that makes sense. Yeah, great stuff though. I love Don Cheadle as James Rhodes. Don't like Secret Invasion though. That's a different thing. For a different day. Maybe. Probably not. I'm not gonna review that shit. At number 9, I have Peter Parker Spider-Man. And Tom Holland. This was a great Tom Holland introduction. Because I love his approach to Peter in this one. However, I don't like it in Homecoming or Far From Home. And in No Way Home, he really got outshined by his Spider Brother. So it's not really my personal favorite. But he's still a great Spider-Man. And this one, I was like, okay, we can finally get a good Spider-Man. We can finally get a Spider-Man that is worthy of my time. No. No, in the future, no. At number 8, we have T'Challa. And he's Black Panther. And this made me miss Chadwick Boseman. Like, really. Like, this made me sad. This made me really miss Chadwick Boseman and made me wish we got more with him. Because I loved Chadwick Boseman. I thought he was a great actor. I thought he was a great Black Panther. They couldn't have chosen a better one. Supposedly, they're recasting Black Panther, and I'm not having it. It would make more sense if it's a multiverse thing, but if it's not, then I don't want it. But yeah. At number 7, we have Sam Wilson, Falcon. All I will say is he did great with what he was given. He could have gotten more, so I could have loved him more. A lot of these characters failed to get a good story arc. And his story arc is, I'm Steve's friend, I'm there for him until the end of time. Like, that's pretty much his story arc in there. But at number 6, I have Natasha Romanoff. She, okay. Natasha Romanoff was a great, she's a great addition. And I have nothing to say bad about her. Her and Steve, when they had that funeral talk, that was great. After T'Chaka died, and she talked to Black Panther, that was cool. And to learn what she did after this movie in Infinity War and Endgame, that was just awesome. But yeah, great stuff all around. I really like Black Widow in this one. But at number 5, kicking off our top 5, Wanda Maximoff, Scarlet Witch. She was the person that stood out to me most. She did a bang-up job of it. She did great. Her character was sad. Like, it was saddening to watch her go through this. She didn't mean to kill all those people. She was trying to save Steve from Crossbones and didn't put it to account that it might blow up in the middle of a fucking building. Like, that's not her fault. She didn't mean to. I mean, it's kind of her fault. But she's not dangerous. Like, she's not going rogue or anything. So I thought that was kind of a little weird. But other than that, I love that character. But at number 4, we have Bucky Barnes, Winter Soldier. And this was still a tragic soul and a tragic tale. We meet him in a stand at wherever the hell he is, and they meet up with Cap. They have a fight and all that stuff, and that's fine. However, his character is, he was trying to prove that he's not that guy in the news, but Tony's like, no, you are that guy in the news. And then once he starts to believe him, it's revealed that he killed Tony's parents. So then Tony's like, I fucking knew it. Fuck you. I want you done. Like, that's how I saw it. But at number 3, we have Helmut Zemo. And he, you want to talk about Mastermind? You want to talk about evil Mastermind? My God, I love this character. I love him in Falcon Winter Soldier too, but I like him mostly in this one. Excuse me. But yeah, Zemo was a great character. Wish he got his mask in this movie. Would have been cool for him to have his mask. But you know what? He did great in Falcon Winter Soldier, and at least he had his mask for a minute. So that was cool. At number 2, we have Tony Stark, and he became frustrating to me. He was not a bad character, just a weird choice for him to be the guy to go up against Steve, which made sense, but it's also feeling weird in the movie when we watch it. Like, on paper it makes sense, but in the movie it's like, okay, but you both want the Accords to be a thing, but Steve wants them one way and you want it fully, like, affected. So that kind of confused me a little bit, but I love Tony. I love Robert Downey Jr., so that was number 2. Number 1 is Steve Rogers, Captain America. What more can I say about him? He is a fantastic character. He's a fantastic actor in Chris Evans. And yeah, in this movie, you really felt for him. Like, he was torn between two friends. He chose Bucky, but he really wanted to choose Tony too. And Tony made him choose. And eventually, Tony was in the wrong. So it was kind of like, okay, well, shit, right? Like, you're in the wrong, dude. But to be fair, they both were in the wrong. Tony a little more, but yeah. But now let's get into the quotes that I decided to rank. And at number 5, I have okay, they're considered, by Clint Barton, when Vision said consider the consequences. Okay, they're considered. Like, I thought that was like the most badass move you could say to a robot. Like, that was so cool. At number 4, I have they happen because of you. When Peter was talking to Tony and said, you can do things that I can, but you can't. And bad things happen. And they happen because of you. That hit hard. Peter in this movie was great. I just wish they really pushed him more in the other movies. At number 3, we have I can't control their fear, only my own. Wanda. When she said that, I was like, oh yeah, we're back. We're back, dude. We're back. We're so back. We're so doing this. And then I forgot that we're in 2025, and 2025 Marvel's not that good. Although I'm super excited for that Thunderbolts movie. That trailer looks sick. At number 2, we have how long do you think you can keep your friend safe from me? And this was a cold line. I was like, oh shit. Here we go. Like, here we go. Like, this is where we get going. And sure enough, we did. Because after that, we went into the therapy scene. And then we went into the other scene. So that's a cool way to interpret that. But at number one, I had my favorite quote from this whole movie. To see an empire fall. That's all Zemo wants. Right? That's all Zemo wants. Because they took away his family. So now he's going to ruin them from within. And he does so good at that. The post-credit scene sets up Black Panther. It sets up Spider-Man. I might do Black Panther next week. Let me know if I should. Not next week, but the week after next week. Let me know if I should. Because I'm very interested in doing that. Anyway, my name's Gavin. It's been nice talking movies with you. You guys have a great day. Goodbye.